Thanks, Cheryl. Ward 3 residents are still looking for a leader to represent them at the table. Now, this comes after City Council voted last night to not make Roy Williams Jr. the new alderman. Now, many are wondering who will fill that seat. Well, Fox's Alyssa Hui is working for you and tells us what's next. Alyssa?
Marcella, in 2 weeks, City Council members will come back together again to decide who's going to fill that Ward 3 seat. However, Roy Williams Jr. is not out of the picture. They're going to be reconsidering him for that position during that time. Springfield Ward 2 Alderman SHAWN GREGORY outraged over the decision to leave the seat empty for Ward 3.
A qualified man standing before us, willing to do the duty that is not easy, then we are doing our citizens a disservice, period.
In a 6-3 vote during City Council, Roy Williams Jr. did not make the cut to be the new alderman. Those who voted against filling the seat raised concerns that the current process would be unfair in future alderman elections.
It's nothing personal against Mr. Williams. This was just a precedent of how we were doing things in the past, and it's a change of precedent.
In reaction to this, Williams says he followed the process that was in place.
I went through a fair process. I thought I should have been seated. I stayed for the whole meeting. I was just in a different chair. I just wasn't voting. And the people of Ward 3 just wasn't having representation.
The mayor chiming in to say he's upset about the outcome.
It's a disappointment. You know, I think he's the right person for the seat.
Even though the vote did not go in Williams' favor, he says his work doesn't stop there.
I'm always hopeful, but in reality, what I'm doing is I'm going to be trying to reach out to the aldermen once again and asking them to support me to be seated, you know, to do the job.
As I mentioned earlier, City Council members will take another vote in 2 weeks, and Roy Williams Jr. will need 6 votes to win that Ward 3 seat, and one of those votes can come from the mayor. Reporting live in Springfield, Alyssa Hui, Fox, Illinois.
Thank you, Alyssa. Now, according to the mayor's office, the mayor is focused on appointing Roy Williams Jr. to fill that vacancy. No one else is being considered at this time.